Hello, my name is Jennifer Mizzone from Orange, Connecticut. My late husband Mike testified here in 2017 before he passed of ALS. He was not allowed the option to make decisions for his own body that would have afforded him a dignified death. It is my hope that one day in Connecticut, everybody will have the ability to make decisions for their own person. We allow Connecticut residents to make decisions to not wear motorcycle helmets, but I would never want a law imposed to restrict their choices. Helmets, a woman's body, and choice to bear a child, and now aid in dying with a dignified death. You don't have to want this for yourself, but maybe, just maybe, a parent or a spouse may need this one day, and I promise you will want this option. We use medical intervention every day to ease suffering to extend life. Let's trust those same doctors to use medical intervention to ease suffering at the end of life. Why is death so taboo? Let's acknowledge life to the fullest and respect an individual for making a choice after they have lived a full life and want to go out on their own terms. This is not a bad thing to want. Mike was a huge athlete and an MMA fighter before ALS. And it has dawned on me recently that you have never heard the exact details of the end of Mike's life. He was in the recliner in the living room around 2 p.m. with the kids on their way home from school on a normal day. I noticed he was jaundiced. I called hospice in a panic and I couldn't rouse him, and I realized he might be dying. The police and the ambulance and hospice came, and the hospice worker said we needed the breathing machine on him. I said, no, he didn't want that. She said to me, we aren't in the business of killing people. I reluctantly went and got it through tears. By then, my husband was aware at the time and was completely humiliated by all the people in our house just for him. It got worse for him that night because the buildup of carbon dioxide from his breathing machine came out of him everywhere. I mean, everywhere, every orifice. Another humiliation for him that he didn't want. Then he had a stroke. His meds had him backed up so much that I had to put a suppository in his rectum. Please know that although I would happily do anything for him, it was greatly embarrassing for him and caused him to suffer. We had always enjoyed our intimacy, and losing the ability to do that, even when the little blue pill no longer worked, was humiliating for him. I feel ashamed for sharing these intimate details and violating his privacy, yet compelled. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mizzone.
Thank you.
Representative Kennedy has a question or comment.
Just
Thank
a
you.
comment. Thank you, Jennifer. I know how difficult it was, and I know we've spoken a great deal on this topic. So I really want to thank you for coming today and sharing your story. So personal. I'm so sorry for the loss of your husband. And I know that you have testified in years also since your husband testified in 2017. So I just want to thank you again because I know how much this means to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.